Well, it was bound to happen. Prince Harry suing, page 6, in the United States. He thinks he has the same clout with the courts as in the UK. But hey, maybe he does. Yet, Prince Harry's target is the New York Post in page 6 in the US. Not Bat Grid, who actually takes credit for the pictures. And it's there in the pictures. No, not Bat Grid, because he already had a nasty encounter with Bat Grid. Remember? Shall we remember, what's it called, that New York? When Harry demanded Bat Grid hand over all the footage of the non-existent 2-hour persecution in the very packed streets of New York. Okay? No. Nope. Because Meghan is never going to allow him to mess around with Bat Grid, because Bat Grid knows where Meghan bodies are buried. Now, the interesting part here is going to be, what do you guys think is going to happen? Do you think this is going to be another New York kind of thing? Because Prince Harry's not demanding Bat Grid return the pictures to them. He's not threatening to sue the people who took the pictures. He's threatening to sue the papers, 2 papers out of the many US papers who published the pictures without the child's face blur. And why? Why are you asking? I'll tell you. Because page 6 and the New York Post belong to the Murdoch group. The very same group he is currently suing for God knows what in the UK. Why isn't Harry demanding page 6 return the pictures of the children? Why isn't Harry outraged that they have violated his privacy and taken pictures of the daughter without his consent? He's not upset that they took the pictures. He claims that they didn't blur the face of the little girl. If you play with fire, you end up getting burnt. Especially when he's ginger, it shows even more. So what do you think Bat Grid's gonna do, guys? Do you think, Bat Grid must be laughing. The next articles that we're gonna see are gonna be Harry demands the pictures from Bat Grid. They're already sold. That bell has already been rung. You can unring a bell once it's rung. So now he's taken on Bat Grid. He's gonna find himself in a very, very bad end because, page 6. Because page 6 is pretty much the holy grail in the US, along with TMZ. And TMZ, I don't know how you guys say, published the pictures of Betty, as I showed you at the beginning, without any blurring. And there are at least 3 or 4 other outlets that have done it. But he's only singling out those 2. I wonder, and this is just me, that if this was all a ploy to see who bites, because you see, if he sues page 6, he will have to sue TMZ and all the other US outlets. And he can say, well, TMZ posted it first, or page 6 posted it first, or whatever. Because I can guarantee you that Bat Grid is going to give information if he goes ahead with this stupid lawsuit. But we know that Harry isn't very bright, or maybe he's not even aware that it's his wife arranging all these photo ops. It's going to be a rude awakening for Harry when Bat Grid laughingly, but from what, I don't even know if that's the case, because he's not angry the pictures were taken. He's angry that the child's face wasn't covered. So he was in the PR ploy up to a point, because he thinks he can control the newspapers, the tabloids in the US, because he's held control over the UK press all his life, because the Buckingham Palace have always been able to shut down stories about him. So of course he goes to the US, and now he wants the Biden administration to do that for him. just like they're doing with the visa records. That they're claiming that he's a diplomat, he has diplomatic immunity, that he may be an agent or he may be a witness, that they're violating his privacy, the very same privacy that he has, do you say forwent? That he has basically said, I don't need it, because he's gone on worldwide tours and writing books about his most intimate details. I did not need to know about Harry's Todger. I really didn't. I could have lived, at my 54 years of age, I could have lived the rest of my life without knowing about his Todger and whether he was circumcised or not, about him mounting women. So are you telling me that the U.S. government is actually is defending his privacy? Well, he can't shut up about and stop disclosing not only personal private things, but other people's as well. How about the government intervenes and stops Harry from blabbing so much? But anyways, I digress. So yes, he's going to be in for a rude awakening when he finds out, because you see, page 6 is not stupid, especially if it's the Murdoch Group. They have crossed their I's and their T's, and if they publish those pictures, and they have, along with TMZ, because TMZ would also be liable for a lawsuit. Why? Because it doesn't matter if page 6 published it first. Just because you rob, it doesn't mean that, just because your neighbor robs, it doesn't mean that you can rob, and that's okay. You know where I'm going with this? So, what? Harry's gonna have to sue Backgrid? Or is Backgrid gonna disclose that, hey dude, you and your wife called us for this little pap walk, this little, D-list photo op? Or is it going to sue TMZ, page 6, the New York Post, and at least 4 other papers as well that have published the face of the little girl in full? I mean, what do you guys think? It's going to be a rude awakening. You can't tell the press, you can't do this, but you can't do that. And there is absolutely, I am almost absolutely certain that they got permission from Meghan. Maybe not from Harry, but I'm pretty sure that they got it from Meghan, because I am sure that she wanted the picture of Meghan sitting with Lily or with Betty, that little girl, the picture that I posted on my community page? She wanted that picture in every front page, and she had given authorization for the little girl's face to be shown as an exclusive. But it backfired, because whoever took the picture, the car was moving too fast. They got too nervous because they didn't want to be seen as taking pictures of them. And this is what you get. I mean, how many lawsuits are these? What do you think is going to happen when Harry finds out that Meghan gave her authorization? Do you think that the press is going to call them out and publish all in every little thing that Meghan has been up to, given authorization for phones? It's because, let me tell you, they don't mind Harry suing the UK newspapers, but not the US ones. We're already seeing what Backgrid has answered to them, and they're the laughing stock of the entire world. What a fall from grace for Harry.